Hi, I'm Meng from Tokyo. In this video, I will show you 20 things that might be only in Japan. I haven't traveled all over the world, so some parts might be wrong. I'm talking based on what I have heard from my friends overseas and the countries I visited, so there may be some in your country as well. If you know something, please let me know in the comment section. Okay then, let's go! Number 1. Stand-up meal. Stand-up meal, also known as tachigui, refers to the act of consuming food or refreshments without sitting down. In every country, people will stand at bars to enjoy a quick snack or drink, but this is different from standing while eating in Japan. This is especially common in some busy urban cultures such as Shibuya and Shinjuku, where people do not have time to take a seat and eat. The absence of chairs contributes to the lower overall price. Standing soba and udon are well known and loved by many Japanese businessmen. One of the famous chain restaurants such as Yudetaro or Fujisoba, some of which have standing style restaurants. Why not experience Japanese culture with Japanese businessmen? Number 2. Maid Cafe. Maid cafes originated in Japan and are special places where waitresses serve customers in maid uniforms. Akihabara and Ikebukuro in Tokyo are famous for maid cafes where customers are called master or lady and offered cute services and performances. They are deeply related to Japanese anime culture, but you don't have to be interested in anime at all. Compared to Japan with its rich food culture, you may find the prices in restaurants high for the taste. However, I think you will enjoy the unique subculture that is only found in Japan. If this is your first time visiting Japan, At-Home Cafe and Maid Dreaming are both popular maid cafes. Number 3. Ninja. Ninjas were traditional fighters who originated in Japan and were active from the Sengoku period to the Edo period. They are said to have fought on the battlefield using intelligence gathering, assassination, and special tactics. For example, in Asakusa, Tokyo, there are places where you can actually practice shuriken and swordsmanship, as well as bars with ninjas. How about trying a ninja experience? Number 4. Businessman sleeping on street or train. The phenomenon of salaryman sleeping on the street or trains is unique to Japanese work culture, which is rare globally. It's common for Japanese office workers to rest on trains or in public places after long hours of work or commuting, and this is especially noticeable on weekdays, particularly on Fridays. Such actions symbolize the busyness of our society and are also recognized as a symbol of sleep deprivation. A documentary titled Salaryman has been filmed abroad. I watched it myself and it was very interesting. Number 5. Packets of tissue paper. In Japan, free tissue packets are distributed mainly on streets and in public places. This is a marketing technique where companies or organizations advertise or promote their products to passersby by placing advertisement on tissue packs and distributing them. As far as I know, I haven't seen or heard in other countries. I usually get free tissue when they're distributed, but when I look around, I get the impression that surprisingly not everyone is getting them. Number 6. Gachapon. You may already know Gachapon because it's famous all over the world. Inside the small capsules are toys and many other types of items. When a coin is inserted, a randomly selected capsule comes out. Gachapon can be found all over Japan, but Akihabara is particularly famous for its gachapon. Please try to find an interesting gachapon. Number 7. Unique toilets. Japanese toilets are characterized by a more comfort-oriented design than toilets around the world. Specifically, many Japanese toilets are equipped with a washlet which provides users with a comfortable washing experience. The toilet seats also have a heating function, making them comfortable to use during the winter month. In some public restrooms, sound can be muted using an otohime, and additional measures have been taken to maintain privacy. The cleanness and comfort of restrooms is reflected in Japanese culture and might be popular among tourists. Number 8. Robot Restaurant. The robot will take orders, provide services, and perform other tasks that are traditionally handled by humans. As I explained in my previous video, you can talk with the robot at the Robot Cafe in Nihonbashi. Recently, many chain restaurants such as Gasto and Korakuen have introduced robots to deliver meals. If you're interested, you should definitely visit the restaurant for an interesting experience. Number 9. Manga Cafe. Manga cafes are popular entertainment spots in Japan. It is generally a cafe-like establishment where you can read manga. Internet cafes and manga cafes used to be two different things, but these days the line between the two is almost non-existent. It is possible to surf the internet at many manga cafes. There are many manga cafes throughout Japan, and Kaikatsu Club and Daisu are one of the most popular and famous cafes. Number 10. Purikura. Purikura refers to a popular photo booth in Japan. Customers take pictures inside the Purikura booth and then enjoy designing and processing them, printing colorful and unique photos. When I was in junior high school and high school, I always took Purikura pictures as a way to capture memories when I hung out with my friends. Purikura can be found anywhere in Japan, but Harajuku is famous for them. If you have a chance, give it a try! Number 11. School bag. Randoseru. Japanese school bags are called Randoseru. These bags have a distinctive shape and design used by Japanese elementary school students as they commute to and from school. They are generally used for the first time in the first grade and are used to store school supplies and textbooks throughout the 6 years of elementary school life. With their vibrant colors and designs, they are an important item for Japanese children. You may have a chance to witness them around elementary school. Number 12. Hanko. Japanese Hanko culture is the custom of using a seal to indicate agreement to an official document or contract. Unless you live or work in Japan, you probably don't see this very often, but it's a rare culture, so I'd like to show you. In many of your countries, a signature rather than a hanko is often used to indicate consent to official documents. Seals with engraved names and designs are important cultural items that express personal identity. However, there are some awkward rules regarding the use of hanko. Let me give you an example. One of the typical business rules involving hanko is called ojigi hanko, which means bowing hanko. In documents that require the approval of multiple supervisors, including section chiefs and department heads, such as approval forms and invoices, the lower the rank of the person, the deeper the angle and the more obliquely he or she tilts his or her hanko. I have experienced myself when I worked for a Japanese company, and to be honest, I thought it was very hassle. But be aware that if you don't know this business rule, your boss may give you the cold shoulder. Number 13. Anime Cafe. Japanese anime cafes incorporate themes related to anime and manga. They are decorated with character goods and illustrations and offer exclusive menus and limited edition items. They are used as places to enjoy eating and drinking while immersing oneself in the world of anime. Nowadays, such activities are sometimes referred to as oshikatsu in Japanese. A decade ago, the Japanese term otaku was used, but oshikatsu has a more positive meaning. There are a variety of cafes such as Demon Slayer and Pokemon, so if you're interested, make a reservation. Number 14. Food sample. Food samples are the products that look exactly like real food, and you can usually find them in front of restaurants. They not only attract customers but also help them visualize what kind of food they will eat. They are handmade using materials such as plastic and resin to realistically reproduce the details and the texture of the food. Food samples can be purchased as souvenirs, and there are also places where you can experience making handmade. It's a must try if you want to relax in Japan. Number 15. Ryokan. Ryokan are Japanese-style inns. they differ from ordinary hotels is that they offer rooms with tatami mats or rooms with hot springs, and they provide seasonal cuisine and service. Ryokan are often found in tourist spots and hot spring resorts in Japan's rich natural environment, providing tourists with a relaxing and enjoyable experience. Ryokan are great for relaxing and unwinding after a long day. In terms of places close to Tokyo, Hakone and Kusatsu have onsen and ryokan. If you're interested, please check out my previous videos showing ryokans with private onsen. Number 16. Shokken. Shokken is a type of meal ticket which customers purchase to order meals. In Japan, this Shokken system is mainly used at ramen shops and some chain restaurants. Customers purchase a meal ticket from a ticket vending machine usually located in front of the shop, and they hand the ticket to the waiter to complete the order. The important point is the ticket machines usually only accept cash, so be sure to have cash ready before getting into the restaurant. If you still don't understand what is written in Japanese, you should ask a staff member or a local customer. Perhaps a small conversation may lead to a lively conversation. Number 17. Love Hotel. A love hotel break is used by couples or people who are like couples for the purpose of a short stay or rest rather than an overnight stay. Love hotels can be found anywhere in Japan, especially in Tokyo and Osaka. Although the form of a love hotel is slightly different from that of a Japanese love hotel, there are also motels in neighboring South Korea, which are similar to Japanese love hotels. Number 18. Otoshi. Otoshi is basically a table charge at Japanese-style bars and high-class restaurants, but they do it by serving a small random dish that you never ordered at the beginning of the meal. The charge can be anywhere between 500 to 700 yen, roughly between $4 to $6, and something to keep in mind is most izakaya don't tell you they have a table charge. Since otoshi is part of the service charge, basically you cannot refuse. However, you may just happen to find your favorite otoshi because different restaurants serve different kinds of otoshi. Number 19. Automatic taxi. When taking a taxi in Japan, do not open and close the door by yourself. The driver will automatically open and close the door after checking for safety. This is not only a way to show hospitality to passengers, but also to prevent collisions when passengers get in and out of the taxi. How about experiencing Japanese taxi? Number 20. Smoking while walking. In Japan, smoking on the street is against manners. In fact, you may even be fined for violating local government ordinances. For example, if you smoke on the street in Tokyo's Chiyoda ward, except in designated smoking areas, you will be fined 2,000 yen. If you are a smoker, be sure to smoke in designated smoking areas. I recommend the Club JT website to find a place where smoking is allowed. I've explained how to use this site in my previous video, so please check it later. How was the 20 things only in Japan? Please share your ideas in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click a good button. Then see you at the next video!